National Zoo and Aquarium. I'm going to introduce you to two of probably my favourite primates that we have here at the zoo. Before we get started, I am going to have to put a mask on though, so let me know if you can't hear me and I'll get a bit closer to the camera. Alrighty, so we are in our Capuchin enclosure up near the bistro, and we are joined by Peanut, who's up the top there, and Gomez down on the log. These two are brothers. They were born here at the zoo. Gomez is the oldest, he's 15, and Peanut, who's walking away from us, is younger and he's 13. These boys are black-cap capuchins, also known as tufted capuchins, and you can probably see where they get that name from with this nice tuft on the top of their head. Yeah, good boy Gomez. Now, these guys are an extremely social species of primate. They live in large, happy boys. They live in large family groups out in the wild called troops. Oh, he dropped it. And they consist of up to 20 members. Within the troops, they are made up of a dominant male, a subordinate male, and then a few females, as well as their young offspring. So that dominant male, he is the boss of that group. It is his job to look after the group, protect them from predators and other rival primate gangs. It's also his job to pick where they eat on that day, where they sleep, and when they rest. Because he is boss, he does get some privileges. He gets to get the best choice of food first, and he also gets his choice of who he's going to breed with and who he thinks will provide him with the best genetic matches. Good boy, Gomez. So when males in those troops get to a certain age, they'll actually leave their family groups and go off and hopefully join a new troop to one day become the boss of that troop. That's what happened with our two boys here. They got to a certain age in their family group and they moved out, and now they're living up here with just the two of them. Gomez is boss, and that's why I'm giving him majority of these treats. But as you can probably see, I am trying to sneak Peanut a few every now and then. Now these guys are native to South America. They're mainly found up in the top half of the country, found throughout the Amazon rainforest basin. So they live up in the rainforests up there. They are found in dry climates as well, but they are most comfortable up in those forests. They have a lot of protection there from predators. As you can see, they're really built for rainforest life. They walk around on all fours. So they have fantastic balance, as you can see Peanut is demonstrating at the moment. Good boy Peony. And you'll also be able to see his prehensile tail. As he's moving around, he's using it to help him balance. Here we go. Now Gomez is gone, we're going to go up and get him. Oh, Gomez is coming back. We'll sneak him in. Good boy Gomez. Hey. I forgot to say at the start, these boys are pretty excited. We do have two of their favourite keepers in here, which doesn't normally happen, and we also have really yummy treats for them. So they're a little overexcited, so they might be a bit cheeky while we're in here. But I think as I said, very cheeky. That's why the best method is throwing. Good boy. So as I said, they do live in rainforests. They move throughout the trees. And while they're doing that in those big groups, they need to be able to communicate with each other, whether they found really good food or if there is a threat to them. So they have a lot of different communications methods that they use with each other. They use vocalizations to talk to each other. They'll use facial expressions as well. You might have seen Gomez and Peanut, when they got a bit excited, were showing us their teeth. And as well, they use different scent and tactile interactions with each other as well. Something we see fairly often from our boys, and you, when you're visiting the zoo, you might also be able to see, is something we call eyebrows. That's where they will lift their eyebrows up. There, Peanut just did it for us. They'll lift their eyebrows up to show the whites of their eyes. That's pretty much them telling you that they're excited to see you and they like you. So, ready to catch boys? If you come and visit us when we are open again, come up and have a chat to our capuchins. Probably not too much Peanut and Gomez, but we have another enclosure with two more boys in another part of the zoo, Sushi and Coco. They love having a chat. They're really missing people, so they'll be really excited to do some eyebrows for you and let them know that they like you. Good catch, Gomez. Hey. As you can see, their coordination isn't fantastic, but sometimes they catch them. Good boy. Now, black-capped capuchins are one of the most intelligent species of primate they are. They're actually the most intelligent species of small world primate, and their intelligence level is likened to that of a chimpanzee. So very, very clever. And because of that, you're going to be a good boy this time, Peony? There you go. Good job. Because of that intelligence, we need to make sure that we are providing them with plenty of different kinds of enrichment. And we have a very special enrichment for them today. Kayla, who's behind the camera, has been holding it in her shirt so Peanut doesn't get too excited to see them. Oh, but he's seen them now. Oh, Gomez has seen them too. We have coconuts! Wow! No. So we're going to take them up to the top of the enclosure. You guys can follow me. They're going to go on the rope course. They're super excited to see their coconuts. Good boys. Good boys. Good boys. So we're going to hand them off to them so they can start playing with them. Oh, good boy. And one for Peony too. There Gomez goes. So he's going to start cracking them against... Oh, he's gone up the top to crack it open. Oh, good boy, Gomez. So this is a fantastic form of enrichment for them. It's something very difficult for them to get into. They have had it before, so they do kind of know what they're doing, and they get a really good treat on the inside. There goes Peony with his. He's going to crack it open. So they know, because they've had them before, that they're not going to be able to get them open with their teeth. They also know that they're a bit too big to crack open with something like a rock. So they know that they need to lift it up high and then use all their body weight to smash it down on a hard surface to get all of that yummy coconut juice out. Very clever boys. Now, as I said before, they are an extremely intelligent species of primate. They have been seen using tools out in the wild, which very few species will do. They've been seen using sticks to poke into holes to get insects and honey out, and they'll also use rocks to crack open hard foods. And we see that a lot with our boys here. We'll give them hard shell nuts as a part of their daily diet, and they'll take those nuts to a nut cracking station that they have in their enclosure. This consists of a hard rock on the ground. They'll put the nut on top of the hard rock, and then they'll find a nice palm-shaped rock to smash on top, and they'll smash that nut with the rock until it cracks open and they can get to all the good stuff inside. Now you might be able to hear that little happy noise they're making. That's just a noise they make when they're really excited and happy about what they've got. Such a happy boy. Now these guys are really important in the forest areas where they live. They act as seed dispersers. As they're moving through the forest, they're also picking off leaf-eating insects from the trees, eating them up, and making sure that those trees stay nice and leafy. So very important. Luckily for them, they are considered to be least concerned, meaning that their numbers in the wild are relatively stable and there's a good population of them. Unfortunately, we are starting to see a small decline in numbers in some areas due to habitat loss and poaching for the pet trade. Whoa! Throwing bits of coconut at us now. But for the most part, they're really well off. Oh, good boys. Now, as I said earlier, the coconut is a bit of a special treat for them. They are omnivores, so they eat a wide variety of food. And out in the wild, they would be eating many different types of fruit. But here in captivity and in Australia, the fruits that we have available to give to them are a little bit more high in sugar than what they would be eating in the wild. So we try and keep their diet consisting mainly of vegetables, nuts, seeds, protein and insects. And that's what I was throwing to the boys before, with some nice bugs for them to eat. They're definitely a favourite, but every now and then we give them a special treat like this. Such good boys. They're really getting into it. So these boys are probably going to be working on their coconuts for the rest of the afternoon, so we're going to leave them to it. I hope you guys really enjoyed watching this live and getting to know Peanut and Gomez. They are definitely my favourites because they are so cheeky. They've got so much personality. So I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to keep an eye out on our Facebook and Instagram pages for more lives. We're going to be posting lots more over the course of this lockdown. So if you're enjoying them, stay tuned. Stay safe, guys, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for hanging out with Peanut and Gomez with us this afternoon.